Hey guys, it's your girl, Alpha Dawn Gamer,
Port
back
Ormos
with
is
another
currently
Genshin
organizing
Impact
a
video.
flower exhibition.
I'm so hyped to be sharing some epic tips and tricks that I've learned on my Tevat adventures. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or just starting out, I've got something for everyone. We're talking about maximizing your resources, absolutely destroying your enemies, and uncovering all the hidden gems Tevat has to offer.
A perfumer from Fontaine.
Okay, let's be real, resin can be a pain. It's that one resource that always seems to run out just when you need it the most. Whether you're in the middle of an intense farming session or trying to level up your favorite character, running out of resin can be a real buzzkill. It's like the one thing holding us back from farming all day. Am I right? Imagine a world where you could just keep going without ever having to worry about running out of resin. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? But fear not, my fellow travelers. I've got some seriously clutch tips to help you make the most of that precious resin. With a little bit of planning and strategy, you can maximize your resin usage and get the most out of your time in Tevat. First up, prioritize your resin usage. This might sound obvious, but it's crucial. Don't just spend it willy-nilly. Think about what you need most, whether it's character ascension materials, weapon enhancement ores, or those sweet, sweet talent level up books. Focus on what will give you the biggest boost in the shortest amount of time. For example, if you're close to ascending a character, prioritize those materials. If your weapons need a power-up, go for the enhancement ores. And of course, don't forget about those talent level up books. They can make a huge difference in your character's performance, so make sure you're stocking up on them whenever you can. Once you've got your priorities straight, it's time to optimize your farming routes. This is where things get really interesting. There are tons of guides and maps online that show you the most efficient routes to collect specific resources. Seriously, this is huge. By following these guides, you can save a ton of time and resin. Instead of wandering around aimlessly, you'll know exactly where to go and what to do. Trust me, it makes a world of difference. You'll be amazed at how much more you can accomplish when you have a clear plan in place. And here's a little pro tip: join a co-op world. Not only
I'm
can
not
you help
sure
each other
exactly
out with
when it
farming,
began,
but you also
but a
get to
prophecy
collect
has been
rewards from
circulating around
domains and
Fontaine.
bosses, even if it's not your own world.
The people will
Talk
all
about
be
a win-win.
dissolved into the
Plus,
waters,
playing
and
with
only
friends
the
can make
Hydro
whole
Archon will
experience a lot
remain,
more fun.
weeping on
you
her
can share
throne.
tips, strategize together, and make the most of your time in the game. Oh, and don't forget about those events.
Hereby
Genshin
welcome
Impact
you
is
to the
always
nation of
dropping new events
Hydro
with unique
and
rewards
acknowledge the
These
value
events are a
and
great way to get
significance
extra
of your
resin
trip.
and other
Now,
valuable items.
you may
Make sure you're
rejoice in
taking
this.
advantage of those limited time opportunities to stock up on resin and other goodies. Keep an eye on the event schedule and plan your gameplay accordingly.
In your opinion,
Remember,
do you think
efficient
it's right
resin
to treat a
usage is
trial
key
like
to
it's an
progressing
opera?
quickly in Genshin Impact. The more strategic you are with your resin,
To the
faster
people of
you'll see your
Fontaine,
characters
the
and
line
weapons
between a
improve.
trial and a
So,
performance
plan
can
ahead,
be a
optimize
little
your farming,
blurred.
and watch those
Welcome
characters
one and
level
all
up.
to the Opera
With
Epiclese.
these tips, you'll be well on your
Watch
way to
carefully
becoming
now.
Genshin Impact Pro. Happy
Blink
farming,
and you
travelers.
might miss it.
And remember, every bit of resin counts. Make the most of it and enjoy your adventures in Tevat. Alright, let's talk about one of the most fun and powerful aspects of Genshin Impact elemental
Step
reactions.
right up.
These reactions are not just flashy effects. They are game
And over
changers
here is
that
my
can turn the
sister
tide of
Lynette,
battle in
who will be
your
working
favor.
as my
If you're
wonderful
not
assistant.
utilizing these bad boys, you're seriously missing out. They can significantly boost your damage output and make your team composition
Step on
much
up.
more effective. Basically, elemental reactions happen
Let
when
the
you
magic
combine different
begin!
elements, like pyro, hydro,
Here comes the finale.
cryo, electro, animo, geo, and dendro. Each element has its own unique properties, and when combined, they create powerful effects that can devastate your enemies. Each combination creates a unique effect, and trust me, some of them are absolutely insane. The visual spectacle alone is worth experimenting with different combinations. For example, let's say you're fighting a group of enemies. You need to think strategically
I want
about
to
which
spend
elements
some
to
time
use to
at the bottom
maximize
of the
your
sea
damage and
for
handle the battle.
peace.
You could use a pyro character like Dyluck to set them in place, then switch to a hydro character like Xingqiu to trigger vaporize. This reaction not only deals massive damage, but also applies a damage bonus to your attack, making it a highly effective combo. This reaction not only deals massive damage,
If
but
you
also
look up at the
applies a
sky
damage
from
bonus
far
to your
enough
attack.
underwater,
It's like
even
a
the sun is
1-2
soft
punch
on
of
the ice.
elemental fury. The synergy between
These
characters
fossils
can
are
make
all
or
that's
break your
left of these
success in
beautiful
tough battles.
creatures.
It's like a
I
1-2
wonder how
punch of
long
elemental
before the
fury.
rest of the world
The synergy
becomes part
between
of this
characters
underwater
can make or
museum,
break your
too.
success in tougher battles. Understanding how to chain these reactions can give you a significant edge. Another super useful reaction is melt. This one occurs when you combine
I'm-
pyro and cryo.
Wait.
The damage multiplier for melt
Who
is
am I?
incredibly high, making it one of the most potent reactions in the game. This one occurs when you combine pyro and cryo. So, you could use a cryo
The
character
water
like
is
Ganyu
gradually
to freeze
swallowing
an enemy,
our
then
memories.
switch to a pyro character like Hu Tao to unleash a devastating melt
It
attack.
won't be long
The
before it
result is a
swallows
massive
us.
burst of damage that can take down even the toughest
We've been
foe.
trying to find out how
So,
the
you could
aura
use a
trace
cryo character
operates.
like Ganyu to
We
freeze an
want to
enemy,
know why it
then
has a
switch to
consciousness.
pyro character like
Why
Hu
can it
Tao
deliver
to unleash
sentences
a
accurately?
devastating melt attack. But wait, there's more. The beauty of elemental reactions is that they are
Rain.
not limited to just a few combinations.
It's raining.
There are tons of other awesome elemental reactions to
We
experiment
must know
with,
all
like
we
super
can about
combat,
this nation's
cryo
secrets
plus
in order to deal with that
overload plus
prophesized
pyro plus
crisis.
electrode, and swirl, animal plus any other element.
Is this
Each
part
of
of
these
the
reactions
show?
has its own unique
You've gotta be
effects
kidding.
used in different situations to gauge damage. The key is to learn
Charges
which
have now been
reactions
pressed,
together,
and
how to
as
trigger
such,
them.
a trial
This
is in order.
requires practice and
Therefore, you would be wise
But
to
once
tell
you get the hang of
everything
it,
you know
the results are
and seek the
incredibly
protection of the
rewarding. Once
guards.
you've mastered
Dear
the
God,
elemental
it's a
reactions,
whole
you'll be
army of
unstoppable.
Gardamex.
Your enemies
I
won't know
believe
what to do,
this is
and you'll find
indeed
yourself
the
freezing
finale.
and once seemed challenging.
Your
So get
so-called
out there,
justice, your
experiment,
beloved
combinations,
drama
and
farm turning
unleash the
a
full
blind eye to
potential
the
of your
suffering of the people.
In your eyes, the value of a human life is
Chapter
nothing
3,
compared to those
Uncovering
cold
Teyvat's
laws you hold so dear.
Impact's world of Teyvat is absolutely massive, and it's packed with hidden secrets,
So this is
treasures,
how
and
justice
Easter
is
eggs.
done in Fontaine.
Seriously, there's so
What
much
a
to
joke.
discover beyond the beaten path. One of my
You've
favorite
got
things
your
to do
rules.
is explore every nook and
Well,
cranny
I've got
of the
mine
map.
too!
You never know what you might find. Sometimes it's a hidden chest tucked away behind a waterfall. Other times, it's a secret quest line triggered by interacting with a seemingly insignificant object. Speaking of chests, make sure you're keeping an eye out for those luxurious chests. They're usually hidden in more challenging areas or require you to solve a puzzle, but the rewards are totally worth it. And don't forget about those Seelie, you know, those little glowing creatures that guide you to treasure? Following them is a surefire way to uncover some awesome loot. Another pro tip, pay attention to your surroundings. Sometimes the environment itself can provide clues to hidden secrets. Look for unusual rock formations, suspicious clusters of trees, or anything that just seems out of place. Oh, and here's a fun one. Try climbing to the highest point you can find. You'll be amazed at the breathtaking views, and you might even stumble upon a hidden treasure or two. Chapter 4, Building the Ultimate Team. In this chapter, we're diving deep into the art and science of creating the most effective team in Genshin Impact. Alright, let's talk about character builds. This is the foundation of your team, and getting it right can make all the difference. This is where things get really interesting. Each character has unique abilities and stats that can be optimized in various ways. Building your characters effectively is crucial
On
for tackling
occasion, we
challenging
hold
content and
barbecue
maximizing their
dinners at
potential.
the house.
Whether you're facing tough
They hunt for
bosses or
food,
exploring
compete
new
with
areas,
each other, even
a well-built
cooperate.
team can turn the tide in your
They
favor.
enjoy
First
participating
things
in
first,
activities
you need
like
to understand
that,
the different
and
character
the feeling
roles
is
in
mutual.
Genshin Impact. This is the
After
cornerstone
all,
of effective
it's
team
always
building.
possible
You've got your
certain
DPS
familiar
characters who deal
faces
the
will
big
be
damage,
missing from the
your
crowd
supports who
the
buff
next time
and
a
heal,
similar
and your
event rolls
sub-DPS
around.
characters who provide additional
Something has
damage
come up,
output.
and since it
Each
pertains
role
to
is
Cyrus
vital
and Sino,
contributes
I
to
deemed
the
it essential
overall
to inform you
effectiveness
all.
of your team.
It was
Once you've got a good grasp
great
on the different
plan,
roles, you can start
shrouded
thinking
in
about team
secrecy.
synergy.
We all
This is where the
gathered
magic
around and
happens.
celebrated the
goal is
revival
to
of our
create a team
Lord.
where the characters
That's how I
complement
gained
each
my
other's
power.
strengths
The
and
old
cover
man's
each
been
other's
putting the
weaknesses.
pressure on me. He
This
sent someone to
ensures
tell
that
me I'm
your
needed
team
for
can
some
handle
sort
a
of
variety
project.
of challenges
Project
and
Stuja?
scenarios.
Participating
For
in the
example,
plan
you
will
might
lose
have
a lot
pyro
of members
DPS
in the
character
process.
like Dealer.
But I did not
He's great
anticipate
at
we would
dealing
meet again
massive
after
damage,
presenting
but
you
he
with the
needs the right
gnosis.
support
If you
to
accept
truly
my
shine.
proposal,
To
Monsieur
maximize his damage
unless
output,
absolutely
you could pair him
necessary,
with a
I will
hydro
no
support
longer
character
carry out
like
any
Xingqiu
special
to trigger
missions
vaporized
within
reactions.
Fontaine.
This combination can significantly boost your damage. You could then add a cryo sub-DPS character like Ganyu to provide additional damage and crowd control. Her abilities can freeze enemies, giving you more control over the
Transfixed.
battlefield. When it comes to artifacts
Everlasting
and weapons,
as the moon.
it's important to choose ones that synergize with your character's abilities and the role they play in your team.
An order once
This can
given
greatly
cannot
enhance
be
their performance.
rescinded.
For example, a
Do you have any
DPS
idea
character
what
would
you're
benefit
doing?
from
You're hiding the
artifacts
very
that increase
person
their
Father has
attack
been
and
trying to
critical
find.
damage.
I really
While a
didn't
support
mean to drag
character might
anyone
focus
else
on
into
artifacts
this.
that
Father
boost
finds
their
out about
energy
this,
recharge
everyone
or
involved is
elemental
going to be
mastery.
punished.
This ensures that each
Traitor.
character is optimized for their specific
Sino
role.
was chosen.
Don't be afraid to experiment
But he
with
was not
different
the
builds
only
and see
one.
what works best for
You'd
you.
like me to return
The
my
beauty
power?
of Genshin Impact is that
I'm
there's
really
no
looking forward to
one-size-fits-all
this rite of duels.
solution. Each
the
player
wisdom
can
of
find their
Hermanubis
own
would have
unique
been ours.
strategy and play style. Remember,
I
building
want
the
you
ultimate
to become the
team is a
next
journey.
king of
It
the
takes
house.
time,
Yet
patience,
you
and
seem
a
to
lot of
have
trial and
different
error.
ideas.
But with the right
I'm not
approach,
saying I have all the
you can
answers,
create a team
but
that's
doing
not
so will
only
only bring us
powerful, but
further
also
away from being a
incredibly
real
fun to play.
family.
So get
Your
out there,
words paint an
experiment with
optimistic
different
picture
characters and
indeed.
builds, and most
Allow me to
importantly,
remind you,
have fun.
however, few
After all,
among us
the
are
ultimate
willing
team
to
is
sip
one
from
that
a
brings
glass
you joy and
filled with
satisfaction in every battle.
I'll make sure it's drained of all impurities and returned to its
Chapter 5.
cleanest form.
Don't skip those days.
Good things come to
I know,
children who
daily
do as they're
commissions might
told,
seem like a
so I
chore,
do
but
hope
trust
you
me,
decide to
they're
tag
worth your
along.
time. Completing your daily commissions is
There
one
are
of the
many
easiest
dangers
and most
ahead,
reliable
and I,
ways
for
to
one,
earn
don't
valuable
intend to
rewards
back
and
down.
experience.
Don't want to
Think of it
disobey
this
an
way.
order from
It's like a
Father.
daily dose
So
of
why?
gems,
Why
knowledge,
have you
and
backed us
ability
into a corner?
just for completing
No
things like
demonstration of
tasks.
loyalty
You
shall
wouldn't
go
want that.
unrewarded.
Plus, daily
And no
commissions are a great way to
sacrifice shall be
familiarize
in
yourself
vain.
with different areas of the map and experiment with different characters and team compositions. And here's a little secret. Completing your daily commissions also contributes to your adventure rank experience.
Behold the majesty
The
of the
higher your
rock and
adventure
roll
rank,
king
the
of
more content you
Hanamisaka!
unlock,
Whatever
including new
you
characters,
say.
weapons,
What do you know
and
about
areas
rock
to
and roll,
explore.
bull checker?
So make it a habit
Bring
to
it
log
on.
in every day and knock out those
Oh,
daily commissions.
Paimon's
Your
bringing
future
it all
self will
right.
thank you. Outrow, go forth and conquer, travelers. That's it for my Genshin Impact tips and tricks. I hope you guys found this video helpful and learned something new. Remember, the world of Teyvat is vast and full of possibilities. So get out there, explore, experiment, and most importantly, have fun. Let me know in the comments down below which tip you found the most helpful and what other Genshin Impact content you'd like to see from me in the future. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Until next time, travelers.